Hi, guys. So, Foodie Beauty apparently received a call over the weekend of from Keem, Daniel Keem. And according to, I can't remember which show it was on, later on, it was stated that she sat in a meeting, a virtual meeting with Keem and Mike and discussed the possibility of her coming into the locale universe on some show. And basically, this is this is apathetic facts, the first video, but then we'll get into Neo Tarot reads.
My house. My husband! Go eat another chicken sausage, you friggin' weirdo. Hello, people.
Well, girls, Foodie's been banned from yet another platform. She went live and opens by explaining that she's been temporarily banned from Twitch, not for something minor, but for sharing Natter's personal information on stream. Suddenly, Twitch is the villain, a platform she's spent the last month praising and promoting nonstop, and very openly making money on. She was monetized, she was happy there, and now, apparently, she hates it. So, she starts floating the idea of kick, talks about not knowing where she belongs anymore, and the stream turns emotional fast. And then, like clockwork, Keemstar appears in the chat, very clearly watching, very clearly interested, and very clearly circling another girl. Things get even messier when her husband Salah shows up in the live stream chat, openly interacting with another woman, and that's where the tone shifts again. We cut from chaos in the chat to her crying alone in her car. It's a good one today, folks.
Not right now. Not right now, yo mama. And I'm pinning my PayPal because I'm not monetized on here. So if you want a tip and you want to help out, no Twitch. So anyways, I didn't like Twitch, so.
She was doing her live stream at the same time Yo Mama was doing his live stream for Locale Pit yesterday. And this happened towards the end of Pit. But he had, he was patting himself on the back a little bit that he was able to get Amberlynn Reed into the network, which is partially true. But as I've stated on other videos I've done, I think it was a combination of the fact that these girls have both been demonetized. There's a third one too, because he was throwing around a bunch of ideas of other people like Rosie, and there was another one he mentioned who I don't remember. I think I've only seen one of her videos. I can't remember who she is. Some of the other ones are not, they're not kooky enough to fit into this network. Such as Hungry Fat Chick. I don't think she's too lovable and fairly normal for that to work, right? So anyway, this was interesting. So he basically tried to, contact her while she was streaming to talk to her on his show, because I was watching his show. And next thing we know, Keem is over there under his drama alert account. And apparently, we don't know what he offered him, but rumor on the street is that Amberlynn Reed was offered a similar sum to the original Locale Live people, which when he was putting it together for the first time, it was going to be Wings of Redemption, Boogie 2988, or yeah, I think I'm getting the numbers right, and another guy who I can't remember his name. He backed out, so I don't know if they ever got their signing bonus, but the bonus that they talked about was $50,000. And I guess the stipulation is that you have to stay at least 1 month As far as we know, nobody else in this universe has been offered a signing bonus. But I'm sure Keem has somebody that he talks to assess the actual value of talent, right? And if he knows that Amberlyn Reed has this huge audience and she's banned most of them, and that's a requirement in his network, is you can't be banning people, right? You have to let them speak. But he did raise the text to speech amount to $50 on that initial show. And the last I checked, which I think was yesterday, that original debut show had 47,000 views on it. And the show on Friday had about 25,000. Now, yes, that is a big drop off, but that is still sizably larger than any of the other shows are getting right now. So he's wondering, can he also capture that magic in a bottle from Foodie Beauty, right? Because she too has been banning anybody who has anything to say to her. So she could be looking at a situation like that too. And I would think that she would probably spurg out even worse than Amberlyn Reed did. All right, so here we go.
But I don't like using Twitch as a platform very much. I'm talking Twitch. It's a good platform. I don't want to talk it, but for me personally, as a user, I prefer the format of YouTube streaming. Okay, because Twitch is more for gamers. Like the way it is, it's just there's no, you can't upload vlogs and stuff like that. It's not a vlogging thing. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. My channel, but I don't give a shit because I still made enough money in 15 days to pay my rent for the next month. And I don't even know what's going to happen after that. But we're living on the edge. So there's that. Oh. Yeah. You know who probably reported it? Because it was for... it's suspended for talking about personal information. I'm sorry, go cry like the little boy you are, Swordfish. Boo-hoo-hoo. Boo-hoo-hoo. Ooh-hoo-hoo. You're just mad. You're both mad because you're stuck with each other. And, by the way, yeah, I think it was Dee Dee who probably reported me because she sent me a long email. And just for reporting me, Dee Dee, I'm going to embarrass the crap out of you, expose you, and read your email, which is not privacy complaint because I'm not putting your personal info in there. I'm just reading what you wrote. You big crybaby. It's Nosferatu.
Wow.
Oh, what's the matter?
Such a delicate flower she is. Oh dear. So, I don't know who has been antagonizing whom since her arrival back in Canada, which I think occurred in October. And so she's been there for a while now. She found this apartment pretty much right away. It is a luxury apartment, but it's intended for a single person. Because I think it's a 1-bedroom and a den. But she was hoping that Pete would move in with her, and he backed out, I guess. But why would he do that when he already has he's renting a room, and it has a closet. And a den, it's called as such because it doesn't have a closet. So, I mean, you could have offered to give him the master with the closet. If he's going to be like paying for half of the rent, why not? Right?
You couldn't Swordfish, so I have to report. I appealed it. You think If it's a bullshit, they're gonna give it back. If not, then that's alhamdulillah. If I succeed, alhamdulillah. If I don't, alhamdulillah. But don't forget, all of those videos and live streams you talked about me and showed my personal things, OF photos, all that can be reported too. Alhamdulillah. Speaking of hard work, I think I'm gonna get a job. I'm tired of this shit. Like, I'm literally craving a normal job. Thanks for doing this for free. Yep, well, there's my PayPal if you want to support. If not, well, this will be the last stream for a while because I have a strike for 30 days. I have my YouTube channel. I'll just take the time off and look for jobs, buy a laptop, set up a cozy spot, and work from home. Or, I don't know. I reached out to a former coworker, and I might be able to get back in somewhere from home. But it's not where I used to work, where you guys...
Well, I wouldn't even share that much, quite frankly. I threw out a ton of ideas to her, such as becoming a social media consultant. Not be the person who is making content suggestions, because obviously your content is a little too risque for these platforms. But as somebody who knows how to use what kind of equipment to buy and the tools to use and how the platforms work, you have that knowledge. You could be doing private tutorials for a cost. You just got to figure out how to set up in such a way that they cannot record it, right? Screen record it. So maybe have them sign something that says that that you can sue them, or that they'll have a penalty, or if they screen record this content, copyright it, copyright your tutorials, etc., right? But these girls basically fell into a very unique situation of us all going into the pandemic. So everybody had, for the most part, had to stay home, or was getting laid off and had to stay home. And they were trying to figure out what to do with their lives at the time, right? So they spent a lot of time looking for just entertaining things to watch in their spare time, since they couldn't, there wasn't much you can do with that, right? And that is when this whole mukbang thing rose up. It started in Japan as a way to be able to have a meal with your family remotely, right? And it just became more and more gluttonous, to the point where it is now in violation of self-harm terms of service, right? And the only reason these platforms are acting on it, which she's trying all of them, she really does not listen. She's trying all of them, and they all are being sued in a class action by victims of ED content. You can look further on that. There's tons of information about that online.
Know about, so that's okay. It's another minor setback, whatever. I just said hardly. I don't know if you're deaf today or what, but I'm getting a job, which means I won't be online. So I hope you're I hope you're happy. I mean, if you guys want me offline, I'll go offline. No problem. No problem. So let's make this a hell of a bees, because no, if I'm not earning money, I'm not going to waste hours a day for free when I'll be getting a job. So, and I don't mind, really. I don't. Yeah, I'll come back maybe whenever my channel's remonetized, if it does. If it doesn't, that means it's not meant to be, and I'm meant to do something else. That's it. I'll spend 8 hours a day like I did when I'm not happy at a job. I'm lazy sometimes, but when I really want to move my ass, I'm telling you. No, I'm not joining LolCow Live. That's not who I want to be anymore. I don't want to align myself with negative, name-calling, entertaining haters and trolls. Sorry, no. I've done too much soul growth, even though people won't see it. I don't care. I'm not here to impress people anymore. Anyway, if the Twitch thing was BS, because I did do a lot of crap talking yesterday, so if that's for that, then that's my fault. So my bad. I take accountability for that. But if it was something bogus, they'll reinstate it. And if not, then I have to wait 30 days. But honestly, in that 30 days I'm getting a job, because honestly I don't even like using Twitch anyways.
So basically, she's only comfortable if she can be the vulgar troll who doxes people. But if she joins a network of like minds, that's not cool. Oh, okay. All right then.
not happy. I'd rather wait till I get my YouTube back and just work a job. I'm gonna get my resume professionally done, but I'm not working for free. Nobody would. Even reaction channels are full of crap because they don't even have their own content to rely on. They're criticizing me as not having a place to, their audience are reveling in the fact that I won't have an income. Well, sorry, that's not gonna get me down. I'll manage. I already have enough rent money, don't worry about it. And now I'm gonna get a job, and then I won't have to worry about any of your friggin' reports, any of your stupid harassment. I'm actually feeling very happy. But yeah, I feel like the Twitch thing, if it's from crap talking those losers yesterday, my bad, because I shouldn't have given it energy. And I have to, these bad things have to keep happening to me until I learn to be more responsible, But I'm still reading that email, her crybaby email. I don't care. That's not against terms of service. You wrote it to me. If you don't want it public, don't email me. Don't talk to me. There's no guarantee that you are guaranteed any kind of privacy when you message me. Don't send me a long sanctimonious email. I will use it for content. But apparently it was like an imposter one. It wasn't her, so whatever, I don't know. Who cares? It's not that deep. I did appeal.
When your phone plan's as good as visible.
I did appeal. It doesn't seem like it was an actual person. It just seemed like a bot or something. We'll see. Anyway, I don't even care. I don't even think I'm going to go back on Twitch, even if it gets approved. So I think I'm going to take the time to seriously, I have 3 months, about 2 months left. Yeah, 2 months left for YouTube. I'm going to work on revamping my channel. I've already, I don't know if I showed the email address. I don't know, maybe. Bye, Asteria. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. I don't care, Naomi. Do I look bothered? I'm staying offline for a month. I don't give a shit. It was for financial information they said I showed. No, I'm not, I don't need a lawyer. Yeah, sit and spin. I didn't get banned from Twitch. It's a temporary suspension. I'll read Dee Dee's email for $50. Because actually that is content, so I'm not doing anything for free. If I'm on a strike, then I will take the time off. No problem. I was able to earn enough money. I paid my rent for a couple months, so with my last YouTube paycheck. But, I still need to earn money for bills and everything else. Yes, I pinned my PayPal, so. Anyways, okay, fine, I'll remove the PayPal. I don't give a shit. There, don't send me anything. After today, I'm not online anymore. That's it. Becky William posts PayPal every day. Yeah, but she's not demonetized. Okay, so I just checked, and you can use it on a demonetized account. So who said you can't? We're gonna block those stupid idiots. So, sit and spin. Sit and spin and get a job. And I had a job. Content creation is a job, so. But yes, I'm gonna get a normal job and get offline. That's what you want, I will do it. Don't worry. A lot of people do way worse and get their channels back. Exactly. I don't even really want to. I'm so just over it. Well, I'm telling you, if I don't earn money, I'm not making content. Nobody would effing do that. Nobody would do that. No, I don't have to do videos to get reinstated on YouTube, actually. I just have to clean up my channel. Maybe, so, okay, when it's time closer to reapply for the monetization, maybe a month or a couple of weeks before, I'll do a video once a week. That's it. It's gonna be peaceful. Not having to deal with incessant bullshit hatred every day. Jobs are not that hard to find. Sorry, Dainty, I know you're trying to be negative and discouraging, but it's not gonna work, hon. Actually, I wouldn't even have to. I could take a month off and not even have to work because I was smart with my last pay. I'm good for at least in another month, but trying to take down the content they watch is an oxymoron. The key word is moron. They can't just watch. They have to touch the poo. Well, you're gonna be eating shit, I hope. They call me Chantal. Get a life. That's why I hate coming here. I hate living in a society with people like this. I'd rather live in a friggin' hole in the Middle East any day. And yeah, I might leave Canada again in 1 year. I might. Be sure and take this video down. Well, there's no reason to keep it up. Go on, Kick. Oh, I can't be bothered with another platform. Really? What does it take to get monetized on Kick? You think Kick would? No, people are going to be like, don't monetize her. Drama alert. Oh, sure, Keem. It's you!
For those who may not know, Foodie was already on LolCow Live, and it went terribly.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the one, the only, Foodie Beauty.
Yeah, I'm out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, that bitch is fucking crazy.
Foodie Beauty.
Ugly as
Wait 1 minute, Tina. Could you put your camera on real quick?
You're not calling me ugly. No way. What the fuck did I do to you?
Foodie,
Girl,
Foodie,
don't get me started. Don't get me started.
No, you're
Not doing-
there's rumors about me, Tina. You don't
I
know
didn't hear
the
no rumors. I watched your fat
Yes,
ass.
you did.
Bitch, I'm not
Okay,
lying.
so you should know.
Turn your
You know.
camera on and show these motherfuckers what you look like. You fat mashed potato looking bitch. Do it. Look at her. Oh, yeah. Hurrah, hurrah, kumbaya. Another fucking Canadian. Get the fuck out of here.
It's you. You reported me, so I come on your show. How much do you pay? Can I have a scooter? You'll get content from it. Gross, Keem. Yeah, my fans don't really like you, Keem. I don't know. I don't want to be involved with even more haters. I'm tired of them. Okay, I'll hear you out. But I'm not making any promises. Did he say yes? He said yeah for a scooter. Teardrop! Let's just hear it out.
So apparently she's willing to come for much less than Amberlynn Reed. But in all fairness, Amberlynn Reed has a larger audience than Foodie Beauty does.
Let's just hear it. Don't get suckered in like ALR.
Huh.
At least you're gonna get paid. Oh, and I won't be... Oh, sorry. I won't be deleted, but you're better than that. Am I really? Okay, I'll just at least see what you have to say, but what's my Instagram? Can you message me on Instagram? Does someone have my Instagram they can put in the chat for Keem? Remember what happened last time, don't do it. I just want to hear what they have to say, that's all. Scrape while you do that. I'm Teardrop.
I gotta take a little break because my little Sally was taking a nap, and when I started laughing, she was on high alert. She's like, "Arr, arr, arr, arr." So let's just take a break here. Okay, hopefully she's gotten that out of her system. I'll mute again if she starts barking.
I just want to hear what they have to say. Desperate times call for desperate measures. I don't like normal jobs. They're so soul destroying. Morals over money. I know, but BG, I have a daughter to worry about. I'll at least hear it out. That's fair, okay? Do I have you blocked? Are you on drama alert in IG? Okay, if you're drama alert on IG, I'll message you when I'm off stream, and then you can just message me back. I mean, it's just like people are making money off of me. You know, like haters, like the same thing with all the lol cows. I feel like Keem thinks he's like a Jesus of like the redemption of the lol cows. Usually when you're a lol cow, your haters make more money than you. Like Keem.
You know, that's funny that she said it that way because she did grow up Catholic and has claimed that she's a Muslim revert, but doesn't seem to observe prayer times, the call to prayer, and does not act at all like this isn't more than just pretending, right? And if you watch Lebrowski, he did a catch-up video on how LoCal Live is kind of falling apart, and kept showing an image of Keem dressed up like Muhammad the Prophet. So very interesting.
Help you get the haters. I don't know if they'll do that. I don't think that's possible. They all have haters. Everyone hates everybody on the LCU. Get a show with Amber. Honestly, the fat camp sounds kind of fun. Oklahoma. Amber's getting paid for her tears. Okay, drama alert. What is your IG? Keemstar. Okay, when I'm done here, drama alert, Keemstar, I'll message you, okay? I'm not desperate. I wish Salah was here.
And for those of you who don't know, Amberlynn and Foodie Beauty are frenemies. They really don't like each other, but every once in a while they try and ride each other's coattails, right?
You better go on Walkout.
Great brand, great.
I don't know. It's a show. It's not reality. It's not meant to be. Actually, I find comfort in the fact if it is scripted a bit. I'd prefer to do like an actual show and entertain people than it really affecting people's actual lives. Wouldn't you rather that? Wouldn't you be happy that it's scripted if it's something really horrible? Oh my gosh, can you imagine if the LCU, it already has absorbed Gore World. No, it hasn't absorbed Gore World. Do you think that Amber Lynn is Gore World or am I more Gore World? I feel like Amber Lynn and her reactors are like their own thing. And I feel like me and my reactors are like Gore World.
Okay.
More nasty in a way. Amber Lynn and I are spoiled. We don't want to get real jobs, okay? I'm just joking. No. Unemployable, all right? So leave us alone. Let us make our bag. Salah, what would you think about me going to fat camp from LolCal University?
It looks like she's already spilled food on her white shirt.
I'm curious your opinion. If I got paid good money. Oh yeah, Amber Lynn is on LolCal Universe now. I honestly, I'm gonna ask Keemstar to buy me a blow up doll boyfriend, and I'm done. And it's not for views because I don't make all on here anymore, anyways. I'm upset. It triggered me like bad. All I saw was ECP as a big slut, just like K Bella, and then him entertaining that every time she comments. Like, fuck off, disgusting losers. I don't trust him.
So basically, she's being harassed by the ex who shall not be named, as well as her the person that she is supposedly married to and going through a divorce maybe right now, but we don't know because she doesn't read Arabic, and so she's leaving it completely up to him. She trusts him to handle all the legal affairs, so we don't know what the hell she's signed, where she's going to land in this, whether or not she actually owes him something as a result of this, and whether or not she's actually getting a divorce, or if he's going to, coming from a country that is male dominated, end up owing him her money. Like, we have no idea what's about to happen
at all. I don't. That was one of the problems. He was tired of me being suspicious. Oh, well, gee, I wonder why. Oh, my karma? You. For what? I was nothing but loyal to him. I never did anything, but that whore will get karma. She'll probably be in shitty relationships and get cheated on forever. And him too. You'll be miserable. Watch. You have to watch me publicly. You won't be able to resist, and you'll see me get remarried. And I hope it hurts. Just like you hurt me right now. Yeah, I can't be jealous, no. It's cute when I'm jealous. I would never make money exposing him. I'm not doing that. Good, block me. Idiot. What did I do to you? Where's his wrench? I'll take it away. I'm done with him. You ruined it. I swear, in his culture, they think that women have to be, yes, master, let me massage your feet for treating me like he. Never.
Oh my god. Well, I'll tell you, you know who's really making money out of this is all the React channels. All the React channels are getting a lot of new viewership and content out of this because now the LolCal universe, which also is a bunch of people who want to dig into their lore and their past, they're going to have to go to React channels because Amber Lynn's already deleted all of her content to try and stay in compliance with YouTube. And basically, Foodie's going to have to do that next if she wants to have her ban lifted. Amber's started in November, and Foodie's ban started, I think, the first week of December. So she's lucky she even got her November paycheck because they could have held it. All right, so let's jump to Neo Tarot.
Hey y'all, hey, let's get into this amazing reading for Foodie, Beauty, Chantal, Foodie, Beauty, okay? So it has been a minute. I am back. I went overseas, I went home. Many of you know that, some of you don't, but yeah, so I try to go back home once a year or once every 2 years. It just depends on what's going on. So thank you for the well wishes. Thank you for the emails.
Yeah, I think she went to, I think she's from one of the Western Africa nations. She did say something about it on her channel. I just can't remember which it is. But, with those two girls that were on Rain that claim to be from South Africa but have no idea what a shanty town is. They don't know who Stephen Biko is. They don't know who Nelson Mandela is. They were born after that all happened, I guess. So I don't know what happened to the shanty towns. If hopefully they helped the original occupants of that land have some sort of rehabilitation projects where they could get jobs and live in actual apartments and homes. But I don't know what happened. No idea.
And the messages. Also, thank you for just the requests. So when I got back, I had a lot of emails, but specifically, you guys were asking for the update. There was some time since the last reading that I had done for her, and I was going to do one right before I left, but I just didn't get the nudge. Like Spirit's just like, we said what we said, right? And so I do recall just saying that December was going to be something that she would not forget. December was going to definitely be a bookmark or have a bookmark or an imprint on her next chapter. And it wasn't in a good way because there's still so much karma that she has to confront and or reap in order to have balance. There will be karmic justice. That's just what Spirit is saying. And so it was either, it was today, I want to say, or was it yesterday? Someone said that a video surfaced, and I'm not sure what that entails or what, like.
Yeah, but your timeline's still spot on, Neo. Basically, she lost monetization in December. And then you said it's going to get worse. She's going to have to come together with her karmic justice, right? Well, now she's seeing a lot of fallout from what happened. And she has options, but they're not great options. And so Neo makes a very interesting statement during this read about the people in her life, right?
Completely. She just said that that she was exposed, okay? And that the readings previously said that Salah was going to do the exposing, and I was grateful for the update, but immediately Spirit was like, Salah is still going to do it, like, and not to be funny because, it's not my business, right? I'm not laughing at her, but I'm just laughing in general because Spirit's like, yeah, so.
Yeah, and I mean, from the evidence of her own live streams over the weekend, it does show that Salah is becoming more and more disrespectful to her. And yet, for some weird reason, she still wants to hold on to that guy.
Is still going to do this video, energetically, allegedly, right? So let's just, get the cards. Let's see what's going on. Someone sent me a message today and said that there's this video of her and her ex and the validity of it. I guess she's saying that it's not her, what have you. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot and sometimes it's not. You have to watch the video to the end to determine for yourself. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are always here, welcome back, friend. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, so let's get into it.
Yeah, now we're going to find out about the 3 different dudes, right? We've got he who must not be named, or he'll try and strike your channel, who has a lot of legal issues of his own over rape allegations that he literally was just in jail for. And I don't know if he was released on his own recognizance, I think it's called, or if he had to pay bail to get out. But I don't think he's done with that. And he's going to need something better than just a public defender on that one, right? So he has a reason to come back to her and try and shake her down. You've got Salah, who we don't know what the legal arrangement is there. We don't know if he actually is filing for divorce or if he's setting himself up to be able to milk a paycheck out of her for years to come. And it seems as though for many, many months now, he only is nice to her. He's only paying attention to her around payday. And then the third looks very much like it represents Keem and the offer to come to Locale.
All right, so Foodie Beauty current energy. What is going on? Remember, we bind, gag, and cease the mission of the enemy. Those switches, because she does have some negative energy on her, and it's just something that we pick up. And I say we because I feel like you guys always tell me, and even in the comments, that this is some interesting energy, to say the least, right? And so Spirit is already acknowledging that if she is able to acknowledge this is happening for her, not to her, then she will come out of this feeling very humble and grateful. However, this requires her to get rooted and grounded, and it feels like that she's not going to be able to. It feels like if she's going to be truthful about this sexual sacral chakra, sexual energy, creative energy, emotional energy, and there's a lot of communication. That throat chakra is, the blue represents throat chakra for me. It's very active in regards to something being as sweet as a Georgia peach. Now, the connection to Georgia.
Yeah, this card came up before. I can't remember if it was for Foodie's reading, but I think it was. And I had left in the comments for Neo Tarot that there was a show that Kevin Spacey was in called House of Cards. And he was from Georgia, and they had a water tower that looked like a peach. And he was making jokes about how it just looked like a giant butt, right? And if you know what happened to Kevin Spacey, he was outed in the Me Too movement for sexual abuse. I don't know how deep I want to get into that. For many, many people, he was one of the worst offenders, and I think it was revealed about him pretty shortly after the allegations against Harvey Weinstein.
I have no clue. The letter G, I have no clue. But Spirit is acknowledging that there was kindness, tender care, charming beauty, flirtation, and a delicious experience, and that you need to be honest about it and acknowledge that this is happening for you, not to you, and that if you can do so, not go around it, under it, or over it, but to grow through it and go through it, then you will feel a sense of feeling grounded and rooted. However, if you don't, that is your business. Spirit is acknowledging again, you're not going to do it. And this is going to create a more of a storm. This is going to be momentous. And I do see that Spirit is acknowledging that it is going to come in like a wrecking ball, and it is going to shatter. It is going to uproot because you refuse to participate in your own self-help, balance, right? And the thing about it is this, energetically, when you have imbalance and then you alter the path for someone else, that then triggers a response to everyone that is in that person's environment, universe, shall we say, right? And so it all has to come back to balance. And so whether you like it or not, this is to make sure that your situation has balance because it affects universal balance. Does that make sense? It's like we're all tied and we're all connected to some sort, in some sort or of fashion, right? And so this is to put you in alignment because it creates universal balance for the whole, right? And so again, it feels like you're not rooted, you're not grounded, you're not maintaining authenticity, that this is going to affect your finances. It feels like she's very burdened and weighed down with thoughts.
Yeah. Whenever we cover these characters, we have to, if we're using any references to weight, we have to be very specific that we're not, not trying to refer to actual body weight unless we're specifically saying it. Both Amberlynn and Chantal appear, I am not a doctor, I cannot make a diagnosis, but it appears that they have some level of defiancy disorder. And so they cannot be told what to do. They're going to have to discover it on their own and or at least feel like it was their idea.
Heavy on the heart, heavy on the chest. Spirit is also acknowledging, and I feel like I said this before, pulling her hair, pulling out hair. And this is very interesting because I've said this in a reading before, like looking in the mirror and just screaming at yourself and, going insane. It feels very lunatic, like a lunatic. And I feel like when I said this before, someone kind of messaged and said something along the lines of this is a serious matter. And it is. And it is. And I'm not making fun of the situation. I'm telling you exactly what Spirit is showing me. Okay. And so she's not rooted. She's not grounded. She does not have up healthy boundaries. And so she's standing on sinking sand. She could also be dealing with an unhealed earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And so this strong momentum, this sudden force, this sudden change, this is necessary. It's necessary for the transformation that she is going to relinquish whatever it is that she believes she has power and control over and walk into a place and space of healing. Now, if she chooses not to, again, that's her business. But this storm is not going to let up.
Yeah, and she's let herself go so badly that she now is not, she doesn't know how to actually connect and have healthy relationships. I think the only person who she has featured in on her channel as a partner who she had a healthy relationship with was the first one, BB, and he couldn't take it anymore when she started doing the mukbangs and the YouTube and stuff. And so they, I think, continued living together for a couple of years or 3 years or something like that before he's like, hey, we got to stop this. And I think that's probably also the last time she actually lived in a clean environment. Partially. Apparently, she had been eating and putting the wrappers in a closet to hide them rather than throwing them out. And so it caused some sort of pest infestation.
I said this before too, belt to ass season. 2026, belt to ass season. Every single month, belt to ass season. And the reason why I say it is because Spirit says that. And I don't care how many wins you get. Spirit says belt to ass season. It's a fall from grace each and every day until you face yourself, your true self, who you truly are. You see what I'm saying? Spirit is acknowledging that you're about to get caught in a dragon's lair. You're about to get caught, and there's nothing you can do about it. And this person is going to pounce on you, and they're going to hold you still. It's like a cat. You guys think about cats all the time, holding a mouse's tail, right? And just watching. That's what it feels like. Someone's going to grab you by the tail, and they're just going to watch you squeal and squirm, and almost feel like it almost feels like you're you're very afraid of what this person could do because they.
I think right there, she's thinking of, I think Spirit is talking to her about this offer from Daniel Keem.
Have you, they've got you, they've cornered you, right? And they're acknowledging that this is the time, now is the time, readiness, follow through. They've been waiting for a moment like this to get you in this position. And why? Because you're trying to prove love and or loyalty to your detriment and to your demise. You want to be loved so bad, but you don't even love yourself. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, how you want somebody to love you, but you don't even love you? What does loving you really look like? What does that really entail? Because how you treat you reflects how you allow others to treat you. Your choices are a direct reflection of what you believe you deserve. And so we do get this fire, right? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is the fire that you choose to have to prove love and or loyalty to a friend, family, foe, a business relationship, platonic relationship, or romantic relationship, but to your detriment and to your demise. And this creates a lot of water, anxiety, sadness, fear, depression, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And so Spirit is like, take a deep breath, step back, and ask yourself, does this really matter? Because if the answer is yes, then keep doing it. But if the answer is no, then it's time for you to stop. It's time for you to stop. Yeah, because there's lipstick on a pig. Your situation, and this card, thank you, Spirit. This card comes out often when I read on you. And I feel like I'm speaking directly to you because I feel like you're watching me. Or you're watching the video, rather. Okay. You're watching the video, rather. And so Spirit is acknowledging that the throat chakra is acknowledging that the heart chakra has imbalances and or delays, and that you're not being truthful. There's deceit, lies, trickery, foolery, foolishness, frivolity, and people need to take a closer look. Spirit is also acknowledging that you've gotten too big for your britches, that you're not maintaining authenticity, you're not being genuine, you're not rooted, you're not grounded. You are a ship without a sail, okay?
And by the way, for those of you who have heard us, like a lot of us say you're too big for your britches, it is not a reference to physical size. It's a matter of ego. It refers to ego. So I've used it in context with like Billy the Fridge. I've used it in context with Rastoff, with Xylee, and with some of these girls in Girl World. But it is not a reference to size. It's a reference to attitude and feeling superior to those around them.
And this is by choice, okay? This is by choice. And so everyone that you encounter is a reflection of you. Everyone that you have an issue with is a reflection of you because you have placed yourself in these situations. It's almost like, saying like everybody can't be the problem if everybody has a problem with you. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's time for you to take accountability and responsibility for your actions. But Spirit, every time I say that, Spirit is like, but she's not. You're not. Mm-hmm. You're not. Okay, so when it comes to this video, that question. Thank you, Spirit. This is the windy road that you have chosen. And at any moment, you can get on a more straight and narrow path if you choose, but that is up to you, right? This video in question. Yeah. So the thing about this video is you got what you wanted. And I say, be careful what you ask for because you just might get it. So you wanted this simple pleasure, this secret wish. You wanted this, and it was only for a moment in time. And now Spirit is acknowledging it's time to tell the truth. Truthful communication, integrity, divine intervention, surrender, and reconciliation. It's time to be honest. And this is why your boat is stalled. This is why you can't move forward. This is why you don't have direction. This is why there's anxiety. Thank you, Spirit. Anxiety, sadness, fear, and depression, because it's all again urging you and requesting that you take a look at yourself, and take accountability and responsibility. There's a treasured objective in everything that is happening in your life. But if you choose to ignore it, then it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's going to be more situations and more people that are going to, put you in a position to really see yourself this lifetime. Think about it is life is not a joke. This is not for play. This is not, out of the sky, out of the blue, like I'm just living. No, there's a reason, there's a purpose, and this is not just affecting you. It affects many people, but it doesn't just affect you in this lifetime. If you don't believe that, then it's not, I can't tell you what to believe, but I'm just telling you. Your actions have consequences. Okay? Your actions have consequences. There's a choice that needs to be made. You know,
So this is a very interesting card because it also has the color scheme that Keem uses for the LCU, the local universe.
the Matrix, red pill, blue pill, like that's what it feels like. Yeah. All right, so we do get the number 3. 3 is a crowd. And Spirit says, make it make sense. Rationality, logic, critical thinking. What I was saying when this card flipped out was that this is not for play. Your life is not for play. The things that you do in this life are going to definitely mold and shape the consequences that you are going to have to face this lifetime, next lifetime, right? Spirit says, be mindful. You need to make some decisions. You need to be a thinker, a deep thinker, judgment, head, reasoning. Okay? Foodie Beauty, in regards to this video, current energy. Someone mentioned, I forgot how she phrased the video, but it was like from behind video. I'm assuming that's what she said, from behind. I'm assuming it's a female. Sorry if I misgender. So we do get the bag in reverse when it comes to this video. Poverty mindset, lack of ambition, failure, money hungry. What's that about? Was money involved? Okay, emptiness, sellout, living outside one's means. So were you at this person's living outside one's? Okay, splurging, lavishing, wastefulness, spoiled, materialistic, unappreciative, baggage, splurging. And I'm going to turn this card upright. And the reason why I say that is because it feels like you were at somebody's house. It doesn't feel like this is your house per se. 49 is significant. It feels like you're carrying baggage to this person, though. Okay, and so then
That could mean Salah because she was living in his inherited home in Syria.
her overall energy, current energy, her overall energy. Spirit says it's in the middle of the deck. Thank you. Okay, so her overall energy is the Queen in reverse. Okay, there's a document that is trying to come out. And this document has a lot of information on it, and it's several pages. And I do see your name on it, and this has to do with loans, and this has to do with default. This has to do with I don't know why Spirit wants me to say foreclose or foreclosure. Like there's some information. There's also eviction. There's some information, lots of documents, lots of papers in regards to what you do, when you do, how you do what you do. IRS is also involved. Spirit is acknowledging with the Queen in reverse, self-conscious, home worker, negative character, overly sexual, mean-spirited, diva, weak-minded, unpleasant behavior, intimidation, drama queen, overbearing, disrespectful, cutting off family members. Are you having an issue with your family? And so Spirit wants me to tap into.
You know, it's interesting she said the IRS because that's the United States agency. I'm not sure if they call it the same thing in Canada. But if a United States agency is involved, there might be a higher level investigation going on in which perhaps the FBI or probably the FBI might be coordinating with Canada. They have done so in the past, and so that'd be interesting.
That too. Current issue with family members. Okay. Yeah. So the family is having an issue with you because of you being an obsessive lover, dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, possessive, and karmic. They also have an issue with you because this feels like you're going to be incarcerated, or you make them feel incarcerated. But there's this energy of, because of your obsession with this lover, you're going to be locked up mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and or financially. And they're also acknowledging that they have screenshots. There's proof and evidence. There's facts, which goes back to this video. So let's talk about this video with Foodie Beauty. Yeah, so you're a happiness hater. It feels like you're trying to play a game. Someone could be involved with someone else, but then you're trying to what do they call it? Wiggle in, weasel yourself in there. But I don't know why, but Spirit is also prompting me to say that this is also your karma for what you did to Salah and his wife. I don't know what you did. That's not my business. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Yeah, so this creates a girl fight. So were you trying to do this purposely? And I feel like you're in a tangled web between your ex and Salah, because it creates a lot of arguments, physical fights at war and competing. But this is a lot of women being catty and women going back and forth. And Spirit is also acknowledging when it comes to said video, you are an in-person trying to be like or dress like or look like someone, and then you're also like, it feels like you're altering yourself to do this. And
Yeah, she has on a few occasions tried to look like Dee Dee, who is he who shall not be named's lover as well. And she basically took Foodie's place. And Chantal lost her mind and started looking for her next victim, if you will. And there's speculation as to whether or not Salah was already married and she's maybe wife number 2, because polygamy is legal in some Arab countries. I guess most Arab countries probably. And so she's either one or two. And there's been speculation that the girl that she was raising money for, Sasa, the little girl, that might be his daughter.
sometimes people call this mirror magic, but it feels like you're trying to change who you are to impersonate someone else, to become someone else. And the thing about that is that's called psychosis. And I feel like that came up before. There's something about how you like to play with your how you are perceived, and then you believe this character like a script. Spirit is showing me like a play, and then when you're in your reality, that's really when you lose your shit, because you really see yourself and you're like, who is that? That's you.
Sprout Smith number.
And you're like, who is that? That's you. That's you. What else do you want me to share with Chantal, Foodie Beauty, in regards to her current energy? Yeah, so Spirit keeps saying that you had some kind of romantic love affair. No, listen, that's not my business. It says sex fix, secret lover, fuck buddy, okay? And because of that, you thought she was winning, too busy winning. But the thing is this person was uninterested the whole time, uninterested. And unfortunately, there's video recording of it while you guys were partying. I don't know, that's not my business. And I feel like that's what the study said too. Wow. Foodie Beauty. Yeah. Boundaries. And it feels like this is layered. It feels like you need to have up healthy boundaries, but you're also requiring and or requesting boundaries from certain people, certain individuals now. Saying no firmly, protecting your peace, setting limits clearly. Enough is enough. And this has to do with a rebound. This has to do with you going backwards and being with someone. A temporary comfort, avoiding loneliness, quick replacement just to forget. And Spirit says this has to do with money. So this is a second implication that money was involved. That it was a strategic investment, building wealth. Okay, so was this like, and this is just a question, was this like an OnlyFans kind of video? Like, what are we talking about? Because it feels like money was made, money was had, money was received, money was exchanged. Okay, so Foodie Beauty. Thank you. Yeah, see, this relationship keeps coming up. And this don't feel like Salah. What are we talking about, friends? Okay, clarify, Spirit. What about this relationship? Even the windy path leads to the light. It feels like you're going to be exposed. It feels like the voodoo that you do, the games that you play are going to be exposed. And this has to do with this twin flame relationship, and also someone stealing from the other mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and or financially. Okay, and this is Mr. Nice Guy. This is who you perceive to be Mr. Nice Guy. Okay. So, is this what y'all were talking about in the comments? Y'all were saying that the ex has a video of her. Interesting. Okay, what about Mr. Nice Guy? How does he currently feel about Foodie? Well, there is some nostalgia. There is some thoughts. There's some thinking about a time when you had some memories that weren't so devastating, right? But there's also this sadness almost too. It's very nostalgic how said person feels, this ex with this video feels about Foodie. This is on the surface. Subconsciously, he's saying this is your karma. You see? And so sometimes people play the same games with you that you play with them. You play them games, you win them prizes. On the surface, it's like, yes, I thought about you. Oh, the memories of those times. Subconsciously, karma. Because the veil is thin. Look, jealousy, envy, and divination. Thank you, Spirit. Evil eye, and then voodoo comes back out for Mr. Nice Guy. Okay, so he's basically just playing the same games that you play with him. And he might be into the tarot readings. He might listen and or not. He might have gotten his own tarot readings. Y'all might have talked about the tarot readings together. This is a very layered energy. But it feels like this is your karma for messing with him. Now, what did you do to him? I have no clue. This your ex, this your man, this your friend, child. Okay, because we are definitely not talking about...
Okay, I'm going to pause here and do a part 2. Because if I let the video get too long, I can't edit it on my phone. So, be back.